originally I took on the appointments officer job to appoint to the girls' county age group games in Nottinghamshire, and I saw that this was going to be a game with most of the East Midlands counties here, and I thought that I knew we had 4 female umpires in Nottinghamshire who are currently standing and active, so I thought it'd just be a really great time to get everyone together and really show what we can do when we have female officials for the girls.
When I was growing up, we didn't see a huge amount of female officials, so to have those in place and actually seeing that visibility means that some of these young girls will go, hang on a minute, I could actually do that as well, and that's really important for the game. It's really important for thinking about future careers as well, to actually now look and see that there's a pathway for young girls to take up officiating is really important. And I think there's also a different side as well, so for the young girls playing today, obviously very formative years in terms of their playing, to have somebody out there who is also female, you know, there's softer skills and actually being supportive and maybe building confidence in those young girls as well, and being able to approach the umpires slightly easier as well. So there's lots of benefits for having female officials out there, particularly in junior age group competitions. Particularly at this age group, obviously young teenage girls are very self-conscious about their body and their image, and obviously kind of like periods is one of the key things. So being able to approach a female umpire sometimes is a lot easier than being able to approach a male umpire. Maybe they need to go off to the toilet a little bit more, and actually having that, you know, having that confidence to approach a female umpire who understands what that girl's going through, and that self-consciousness is really important. So yeah, definitely a definite benefit.
I think from players we all feel more comfortable, like we can go to the umpires if we have any sort of issue. They are there to help us, and it just makes us feel like we are safer on the pitch and we can just purely focus on the game, and we don't have to worry about other things.
There's still that kind of sensitivity for young girls to feel maybe they can't talk to the older men umpires, or maybe they just don't feel as comfortable around them. And I think it's really important, especially with county age group cricket, because we have lots of great talent and we have all the talent of the future, but this is also an age where we start to lose girls from cricket who've played as youngsters. This is the age where we start to lose them, and I think it's really important that there's things in place to stop that. And one of those things is making them feel like the cricket field is a place for them, and a place where they're completely welcome, and seeing people who are like them or close to them in age and the same gender as them on the field really can help them to feel like, you know, this is a place for them and they belong on this field as much as anyone else.
I think it's good for the girls to see that not just playing is for them, but also they can go into umpiring, they can go into scoring, they can go into coaching. Having all them women here today, it just shows how far the game's come, and that they can do whatever they want to do in cricket now. It's not just be a player. If that doesn't go well for you, you can go through all these different alleyways, which is really good for the girls.
Cricket's given me so many opportunities. You know, I go to places I've never been, I meet people I've never met before. Like Lexi's such a great help, you know, the dog, having my assistant's dog with me. I wouldn't be able to do it without her, but it just means that I can go and be someone on the field and feel confident in myself, which is just, you know, it's really nice.
I just remember one day during COVID, she came downstairs and she said, "That's it, I've passed." And I said, "What?" And she said, "Oh, I've done an online course and I've done my level 1 umpiring." And I was just like really surprised, because I just didn't know she was thinking about doing something like that. Every time she goes out, at the end of that game, she's educated people that women can be umpires. And I think, you know, there are barriers for her. Amy has autism, and she's got an assistance dog, and you know, walking out onto a cricket field's a really big deal for her. But every time she does it and has a really fantastic time and a really good game of cricket, she's educating people both about autism and about women in cricket.
This is month 3 for me. I am brand new to the sport. I've never played cricket. I got into the game, my partner's an umpire, and I went to watch him last season, and I saw him standing with a female umpire, Amy, and I got talking, and afterwards I thought this is something I could do and try. So over the winter I did all my exams online, and then I went to a class with a mixture of people involved, some cricketers, some first-time umpires, and we all learnt together, and it was very good.
We've got 4 females on duty. 2 of them are currently within our national development programme, with Amy being the umpire of the under-15s girls finals for the ECB this year at Lords, which is going to make a bit of history for all the right reasons, really. But it's really important that we're a game that services all communities, not just, the old-fashioned, stereotypical white English male. And the growth in the women's game over the last few years is a real testament to the work that the boards such as Notts, Derbyshire, Links and Leicestershire, who are here today, but also the game itself. And we are aspiring to make sure that umpiring is accessible for all.
A lot of people, I think, get into cricket through the men in their family. Even the girls do. They get into their dads or their granddads, but that was never like that for me. It's always been my gran who's loved watching cricket, and she's always had it on the TV in her house when I went to visit, and it was just always in the background as part of her life, and so that made it become part of my life as well. So I think, she really was the beginning and the inspiration for the love of cricket that I have.
She is so proud of her. Amy's going to have the opportunity next week to umpire at Lords, which is so exciting. And I just can't tell you how proud I am, how proud she is, how proud the whole family are of the fact that she's showing that anybody can be involved in cricket.
To be able to umpire at Lords in your second season, it's something most umpires never ever get to do, but I think I worked really hard and earned, the trust of captains locally, and made sure that it was something that I'd worked for and that I actually deserved, and going to do it it's a real privilege, and I'm really looking forward to it, and I hope I do the ground justice.